Let me put it this way. As I have stated severally, we wanted to ensure that we have a credible and transparent process. So we went into a lot of detail, including producing proper ballot papers with pictures of all the candidates, of all the aspirants, ensuring that we move these papers out. However, the one thing, and I repeat again, as I said in my statement, that we didn't take into account, primaries usually do not experience the kind of turnout we saw yesterday. Nobody expected, and that was where I'm saying we had a level of underpreparedness. Nobody expected the kind of turnout that we witnessed yesterday. So we were hit by a huge shortage of voting material. And this is what now, from yesterday and today, we have been undertaking to ensure that we have enough material so that every single registered voter in every constituency will now have the opportunity to participate in the rescheduled primaries. So we have taken into account the problem and the challenges that we saw, and now are preparing ourselves. Actually, like I said, we were doing a primary where ordinarily, and as that has been the history, turnout has usually been anywhere between 25 to 30%. Yesterday, in some places, they were up to 70%, 80% turnout, which is why I'm saying that's like a general election. So we had to, in order to ensure that the will of the people is heard. That is why we took that decision, even where places where voting had started. We took that decision that because we want our results to truly reflect the will of the people, we decided to cancel it and to ensure that we now have adequate materials so that the true will of the people can be heard in accordance with our Jubilee promise. Yes?
Hujambo.
Sijambo.
Naitwa Leila Mohamed, reporter NTV. Swali langu linamlenga naibu rais William Ruto. Katika kaunti ya Uasin Gishu kuna lalama kwamba wale walioko kwenye ofisi yake wanachochea kwa kiwango kikubwa jinsi mchujo wa chama cha Jubilee utaweza kufanyika katika kaunti hiyo. Gavana Mandago akisisitiza kwamba baadhi ya wafanyikazi wake wanapendekeza kwamba mpinzani wake mkuu aweze kuwa ndio chaguo cha chama katika mchujo huo.
Nataka niseme hivi, hata hakuna haja ya nimuulize aseme. Mimi ndio nitasema, mimi ndio nitajibu. Na najibu hivi. Msimamo wetu kama viongozi wa chama cha Jubilee ni ya kwamba wananchi wenyewe ndio wako na haki ya kuchagua yule mtu ambao wanamtaka awe mgombeaji katika tikiti ya Jubilee. Kwa hivyo, langu ni kuwaomba tena wananchi wetu, supporters wetu wa Jubilee, tafadhali tusisikie porojo na fununu. Na naomba wagombeaji wote kwa heshima kubwa sana, tafadhalini tusichukue jambo la kulaumu mtu yeyote. Kila mmoja wenu ako na uhuru wa kugombania kiti ambacho unatafuta. Ni wewe na wananchi wako pekee. Kusikuje mtu yeyote ambaye anasema anasimamia mtu fulani. Na ndipo juzi, na swali wewe mwenyewe ndio uliniuliza juu ya hapa Nairobi, na mimi nikakwambia ya kwamba tunataka mchujo ambao ni wa haki, mchujo ambao ni huru. Na ndipo tulichukua hata hatua jana, wakati tuliona ya kwamba hatuna makaratasi ya kutosha, tukasema hata kama itatugharimu kwa sababu ya nia yetu kama wana Jubilee na viongozi wa Jubilee kuhakikisha ya kwamba sauti ya mwananchi imesikika, hatuwezi na hatutaki mtu yeyote asikie ya kwamba alikuwa anataka kupiga kura lakini akazuiwa kwa sababu ya ukosefu wa makaratasi. Na ndipo tukachukua awamu ya kwamba hata kule ambapo ilikuwa imeisha, kwa sababu bado wananchi walikuwa wengi, tukachukua hatua ya kusema tutarudia hata huko, ndio kila mwananchi sauti yake isikike na haki yake ifanyike. Kwa hivyo, kwa niaba ya chama, mimi nawahakikishia wale wote ambao wanagombania vyeo mbalimbali ya kwamba hakuna mmoja wetu katika uongozi wa chama cha Jubilee ambaye anapendelea yeyote. Tuwagojea sisi waamuzi wa wananchi, na wale ambao watachaguliwa ndio tutafanya kazi lao. La mwisho.
Yes, good morning, Mr. President.
Good morning to you.
Yes, I'm Timothy Otieno from KTN News. I have two questions.
I think I said one each.
All right. Okay. You have mentioned that you did not expect the turnout that has come up out of that. Outside there, aspirants and party supporters are really disappointed with what took place yesterday. As the party leader, are you confident enough in the gentlemen standing behind you, the National Elections Board and the Secretariat, to now handle a new process afresh, a process that they had failed to do well in the first place? Are you confident in that team to conduct a fresh exercise? Secondly and lastly, how will you handle the fallout that will come out of this? Because there are aspirants who are really annoyed and your political opponents are watching. There could be possible fallouts in regards to what took place.
Let me answer you. And I stated by saying that it is not that we were unprepared. We were underprepared. We were underprepared for the sheer scale of turnout that was witnessed. And therefore we did not have adequate material. And that is why we took two key decisions. One being that we cancel all the entire process to ensure that we now move towards upping and taking into account the kind of turnout that we witnessed yesterday. And that's why we canceled that, so that we can now prepare. And I am confident that this team behind me, plus an additional backup that we are also putting in place, will ensure that we have a credible and transparent process. So rather than play games, we said we must keep to our promise, we must keep to our pledge of free, fair, and transparent nominations. Because that is the Jubilee pledge. And that is the direction we're moving. And we have bolstered and increased even numbers now, because we know that we are dealing with a much larger situation than has previously been expected. We take this opportunity, and I said it again, we thank our supporters, because despite all those challenges, they were largely peaceful and calm. And we're urging them to be patient now, so that we can prepare ourselves. We are not interested in what the opposition is doing. Let them run their affairs. We are running our affairs. We are just appealing to our people. Be patient. Allow us to prepare ourselves so that you can have your say in terms in terms of who shall represent you as a Jubilee candidate. And that's why I take this opportunity once again. I don't blame our people. I actually am very proud to be leader of a party that can have this kind of turnout. Like I'm saying, it's unprecedented. It's never been seen before. The kind of turnout that we got in virtually every single constituency was amazing. And we thank our supporters for that. We want them and ask them, kwa heshima kubwa, be patient with us. Let us now roll out so that we are able to handle your love for this party, so that we are able to accommodate you and your wish in terms of who shall be your candidate. We thank the aspirants also for the incredible maturity that they showed. Many of them who participated were also working with us to see how they could go and overcome some of the challenges. I thank them for that. Please, given that, let us be patient and let us prepare so that we can have a process that aspirants will be happy with and that will express the will of the majority of Jubilee supporters. Thank you.